Hello, world music scholars, and welcome to Persia Part 4. We're going to start things off with an active listening. Number 4, Mahor. What instrument begins this piece? What Indian drum does this drum sound similar to? Just the facts. Listening number 4, Mahor. The notes of the Persian daska, Mahor, correspond to the Western major scale. In this example, the drum playing is called a zarb. Guided goats. Mystic poetry provides the inspiration for most art music. The theoretical concept of music were based primarily on the writings of the Greeks. The Mongol historic period cultivated many great works of art and music. An ology is the study of a science. Now, for years, the Persians and the Greeks were at war. And as you know, when countries are at war, one of the byproducts of that war are cultural exchanges. So you're going to find a lot of Persian culture that was adopted by the Greeks and vice versa. Greek culture that was adopted by the Persians. So there's a lot of interchange in arts and mathematics and music and all kinds of things that happened between these two peoples. The luxury arts. So this is one of the examples of textile of a carpet from the funerary mosque. Now, our main project for this unit is making our own Persian rugs, but the artistry of Persian rugs is known across the land. And that brings us to part 3. Okay, part 3. Bellwork, define terms. Tazieh is a passion play that reenacts the murder of Hussein, who is a descendant of Muhammad. The dastka is a group of 12 scales and melodies of musical organization, also known as a composition kit. A gushe is a grouping of about 4 notes, a tetrachord. Microtone is an interval that is smaller than a whole step. A sequence is a repetition of a phrase or motive on the next highest or lowest scale degree. So I just have some pictures of some of the landscape in Iran. Here's a picture of an Iranian desert and a picture of a town. There's shepherd life. And we already watched the Santour video in earlier class, but I just love this illustration of the Santour. And then Iran is known for its beautiful gardens. The 5 types of Persian music played today. We have folk, religious, pop, ceremonial, and classical. Guided goats. Many ancient Greek musical traditions have been preserved in Persia. The anthropological technique of studying a tradition lost to one society but preserved in another, more isolated or more conservative society exists today. 3 characteristics shared by both Persian and Greek music are monophonic, improvised, and the use of tetrachords. All of the following civilizations influenced Persian music: the Arabs, the Greeks, the Chinese, and the Turks. And keep in mind that there is a difference between someone from the Middle East who is Persian and someone who is Arabian. People tend to mix those together, but they are 2 separate people. Okay, and now we have active listening number 3, the Iranian folk song. What is the name of the first instrument you hear? Please list all the names of the instruments you can hear, and what do you think the lyrics mean?
که فرزند این سرزمینم، در پی توشه‌ای خوشه چینم، شادم از پیشه خوشه چینی، رمز شادی بهان از جبینم. قلب ما بود مملو از شادی بی پایان، سعی ما بود بهر آبادی این سامان. کجا اشک مهنت به دامن کجا دست حسرت زند بر دامان. خوشا پس از لحظه چند آرمیدن، همراه دلبران خوشه چیدن، از شف گهی همچو بلبل نغمه خواندن، گه از این سو به آن سو پریدن. کشور سبز و گل با شور و شف نغمه کن ساز، بر پا بود جشن انگور
Just the facts. Listening number 3, Iranian folk song. This song is about the struggles and joys of being a tiller, a farmhand. This song is monophonic. All the instruments play the same melody. Dramatic reading. Lyrics, Iranian folk song. I, a child of this realm, in search of livelihood, am a tiller. I am happy at being a tiller. Read the secret to my happiness from my brow. Our hearts filled with boundless joy, our efforts to enrich this land. Tiller, when cries of pain. Tiller, when is beholden by jealousy. How joyous after a short rest to rejoin the loving tillers, who sing like joyous nightingales, flying from here to there. And that wraps up Persia, part 4.